Carly Bryden. Now listen for your down signals, Carly. I am one.
What?
Where are we going? What time are we going here? 4 minutes to go.
4 minutes? Oh, good.
What? 2 minutes? Aye, 3 minutes.
See? We're going to go apart. And give somebody...
I think that's slow. They don't look like 1 minute. Right, well, I'll go 14 then.
Is it?
Kyle, wait the 50 folks are
What? That's getting a towel. Wait, what? I suppose you'll stop if it's splashing.
This is Watt on the Loch 2024. My name is B.Friendly. We are in Loch, Scotland, Loch Lomond. The elite athletes, female and then male, will be coming up with their third event on day one of a 2-day competition here. It's the 5th year of the Watt on the Loch. 4th time it's been out here at Loch Field. Kyle Russell always giving athletes new opportunities and new implements. If you missed it earlier today, we were out on the Loch for a 4-mile or 7-kilometer kayak. Unable to stream that one in its entirety. It's just a 4-mile loop. But we did have a 5-minute Instagram summary of it, including interviewing the 2 winners. Athletes were back on the main field of play earlier today for a variation of Kelly. We got the women's heat and the first men's heat. I'm very sorry that I missed the 2nd and 3rd men's heat. That was a technical error on me. I'm extremely bummed about it, but there's nothing that can be done about it. And so here we are for the final event of the day for the RX women. They have Fier Lader Gallic. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but it means a strong lad. It's a lifting test with the strongman's log. You see it there in front of Carly Bryden, who will be our first of 8 female athletes in the RX division to take it on. She's got 2 minutes to do as many reps round to overhead as possible. Next to me is the judge, Leon, a strongman here in Scotland, and he will be giving them credit for the reps as we go. 1 rep in the book.
Oh, well done. Well done getting away from it. You'll hit the generator.
And obviously not a good rep there. So still on 1. It's a 2-minute AMRAP, as many reps as possible. Losing it behind you. Not great, but she stepped forward out of it, which is nice. And obviously she knows she has the strength.
Well done.
Down signal from the judge. That's
Well
2
done.
reps.
Lead the pace. Come on, let's go.
Carly has been 6th place and 4th place through 2 events so far out of a field of 8. It was an amazing fight for her at the end of the event earlier today to sneak out that 4th place finish.
Come on, let's go.
She was trailing by 6 reps heading to the last 30 hurdle overs and made the pass. 1 minute to go.
Down. Well done.
4 reps.
Keep them coming.
45 seconds remain for Carly Bryden.
There you go. Well done. Push. Push. Down. Well done. Right. 5 seconds.
5 reps.
5. Well done.
30 seconds to go.
Down to your feet. Come on, let's go.
Let's go, Carly.
Go, Carly. Come on up.
Come on.
That's it.
Final
And up,
20
come on.
seconds. It's a big effort here.
Down. Well done. Right. Let's go. Faster.
Last 10 seconds to see if she can squeeze out 1 more rep. Rolls it up into the front rack. Drives, knocks it out, smiles. 3, 2, 1, time. 7. Leon, 7. 7 reps officially from Leon there. And lost that 1 behind. See him on the left side of the screen there, getting the signature from the athlete, confirming the rep count. And the clock in the background continues to count. 45 seconds to go. Leah Heath will be up next. Leah comes in 1 spot behind Carly. She's in the 6th place overall. She was 5th on the 4-mile kayak. 7th on the version of Kelly that we had. And Leanne reminding her to wait for the down count on every rep to know that she's got good reps. There's a look at the workout. 2 minutes. As many reps as possible. The bar is 25 kilos.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
And 30
2,
kilos on it for
1, go.
55 kilos. Bar 20 or 25? I can't remember.
Snap it up, come on.
Rolls it off of her.
Well done. What a recovery. Let's go.
Yeah, Heath immediately back into it. She loses that forward there. We have had a number of other athletes today take this on in different divisions. Some athletes not able to get any reps. It's a new implement though. One of the cool things about CrossFit and CrossFit competitions is the ability to challenge yourself in new and unique ways you may not see every day in your local gym.
Oh, lucky.
1 minute to go. One rep could be the difference. You never know how the rest of the women are going to handle it. Let's see if she can find some composure and lock in one good rep here. She's got about 45 seconds.
Let's go.
Nice thing about this workout is it is raining here in the bus.
Come on, let's
It's a
go.
lifting event taking place underneath the Red Bull tent here. So nice and dry equipment and just pulled forward in that dip and unable to get a rep. So Leah Heath gonna walk it off.
10 seconds. No. You've got a minute after that.
Helen Kluwer is gonna be our next athlete up. So as Leah's time expires, we have a 1 minute rest and reset period. Excuse me. Helen Kluwer comes in a tie for third on points. She would be behind on that tiebreaker. She's been fourth and third so far. The woman she's tied with, Hannah Berry, has been first and sixth. So the first place on the kayak we go.
Man, if you go, I'm late.
I can't see here.
30 seconds foul and then shoot.
Sorry about that. Kyle was asking me how many people are watching. On the view I have, I can't see. It's not like a traditional live stream that we do on our podcast where we can see. Anyway, Helen Kluwer, fourth and third so far, fourth in the kayak, third on the Kelly rendition that we had.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Her 2 minute interval with the lifting log will get underway. Her shirt says stronger thighs on it. Stronger things.
Well done. Well done.
Gets one good rep there out the gates. Carly Bryden, 7 reps on this.
Excellent.
Is the score to beat. It's the down single, a second rep there for Helen Kluwer.
Brilliant, please. Come on. Snappy up that. Let's see a snappy up that. Brilliant. Well done.
3 reps for Kluwer.
More like that. Come on.
40 seconds have elapsed, so we're at the 1/3 mark. If she maintains this pace, she could potentially be looking at
Snappy
9
down. Come on,
reps.
let's see it.
Of course, the fatigue does step in.
Well done, down.
4 good reps.
Minute 5 to go. Snappy, let's go.
1 minute gone, 1 minute to go for Kluwer.
3 rests, you're fine.
No rep there, so she's still
Don't
on
play it
4.
there, don't worry.
Chasing the number 7, Carly Bryden, who was our first lifter.
Down.
There's a good one. 5.
Goes you. Let's go. Stop it, time in, let's go.
About 30 seconds remain.
Down.
6.
Well done.
It's definitely the press that is the limiter here
Let's go
for
another 2. Another 2 still.
Fluor. 20 seconds to go.
Let's go.
6 reps. Can she get one more and match Bryden?
Let's see it. Oh,
10 seconds to go and no rep there.
still got enough time. Quick one.
She has to finish it before the timer.
Really quickly.
3,
Come on.
2, 1, and she gets it at the buzzer. My goodness, fastest rep she's had yet. I believe that's 7 for Fluor.
Last one, right.
So 7.
Definitely.
7 for Bryden, 7 for Fluor.
I've got a
So Bryden and Fluor both on 7. Emily Johnson coming up next.
Emily, we'll count you down to 5, alright? You don't need to look good.
15 seconds until her lifting window opens.
Shoot 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Emily Johnson, her first attempt here with the log.
Well, so a wee bit tight on your rack position, you'll be fine. You'll still get some. Come on, let's go.
Got it up into the front rack just
Let's get it
fine.
up and get tighter. Come
She can
on.
get that leg drive and press it out for a rep.
That's you. Nice and tight.
And that dip, she's just losing it forward
Nice
there.
and tight. Elbows high, head back. Elbows high. Elbows high, head back. That's it.
Elbows up.
Oh,
Loses it behind her. Right?
still got it.
Definitely the closest one she's had yet. Still has over a minute to go.
Still reps here. Just need to dial that in a wee bit. You've got it.
Whatever, let's see it. Come on. Everyone, get behind that. Let's go.
Come on.
Crowd getting into it a bit here. Just past the 1 minute mark. Looking to see if we can show out the rep. And again, that front,
Much better rack position. Much better.
she says it's so hard and smiles.
Come on, you've got
I
that.
don't think that for Emily, this is necessarily a matter of strength, more of technique. You're not used to using these. It definitely is awkward. It's not like a barbell at all. I think she needs to be a little bit more patient there.
Before you bust up. 1 or 2 seconds. Get comfortable in that rack position.
Approaching the
20
20-second
seconds.
mark.
Let's
Come on, you've got that. Come on.
go. That's it. That's it.
There's a good rep and the biggest reaction we've seen from the crowd yet. 10 seconds to go, and now that she's got one, she says, why not get another one? 5 seconds. And so it will be one good rep for Emily Johnson. She's happy about it. Love to see that. Great fight, learning on the fly. 1 minute reset. Hannah Berry, no, excuse me, Renata Gattel will be our next athlete up. She's been look to the crowd saying, we'll see.
Renata. 70 feet. 70 feet.
So 7 reps for Bryden and Fluor, 1 rep for Johnson. Top 3 scores we've seen. Four women have gone, 4 women remain. See the workout there, 2 minute AMRAP, log to overhead. Renata Gattel, 8th place on the kayak, 5th place on the version of Kelly. Gets it to the front rack fine, nice high elbows there. And that leg drive, you see that it's pulling her down and forward. And she gets a down signal, so first good rep for Renata. And 20 seconds gone. She goes right back to work.
Get that same rack. That's it. Maintain that. Let's go. Push. That's it.
She gets a second good rep. 40 seconds gone.
Set.
Nice clean there.
Stabilize. That's that. Right, let's go. Snap up. Come on.
And she's fighting there. Yes. 3 reps, you can tell. Let's out a sigh there. Definitely feeling some fatigue, but she's been great so far. Approached the 1 minute mark. 3 good reps already. Fast elbows, gets it there. High elbows, love to see it.
Push.
Yeah, pressing strength is pressing strength depleting a little bit. 45 seconds to go. Already has 3 good ones.
Set. Snappy now. Come on, let's see it. Explosive. Push.
30 seconds remain. It's heavy.
Give us another one.
55
Let's
kilos.
go. One more rep. Let's go.
10 seconds. This is going to be our last attempt. She's already got 3. Can she get a 4th? 3, 2, 1. No, so 3 reps for Gattel. Put her into 3rd place overall. 3 athletes remain.
I'm not even getting signatures for the last thing we're getting people.
This is like
45 seconds in our changeover interval here. Hannah Berry will be up next. Hannah Berry was the winner of the 4-mile kayak to start the day. 6th place on the variation of Kelly the athletes took on earlier this afternoon. 30 seconds until she gets her chance with the lifting lock. And 7 reps is the score to beat. 2 athletes have hit that. Harley Bryden and Helen Kluwer. 3 reps from Renata Gattel. And 1 highly celebrated rep from Emily Johnson.
Go, Hannah. 5,
Hannah Berry, 5 seconds.
2, 1. Let's go.
let's go. Come on, Hannah.
Well done.
That's the first athlete we've really seen even struggle to get it into that front rack position.
Big breath, plenty here. Don't waste any energy. Get on the lap first. Get those elbows nice and high in the rack. That's it, only a lot, that's it.
Pull up.
Get your hips under it, that's it.
Common position there for strongman in general.
Much better. That's how you do it though. Have a wee there.
Technique is there. Hannah has recently been hiking upwards of 15 kilometers a day in the Alps for nearly 2 weeks with a friend of hers.
Nice and tight, nice and tight. Yeah.
Got 1 minute to go. That was definitely her best clean yet.
Nice big deep breath. Nice big deep breath. She's doing that. She's doing that now.
Start with the point forward. Watch the full rip, long forward. Full long point forward.
45 seconds to go. Getting a few pointers here from the crowd.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
Get that last bit.
Come on, Hannah.
Right.
30 seconds remains.
Aye, that's it. Use it like a lever to lever it up your body.
Your body on it. Pull it up.
Or to your legs, that's it. That's it. That's better.
Cannot fault the effort there. But the log will take another victim.
Good effort.
Crowd respects it. All right, 1 minute reset here. We have 2 athletes remaining. They're the top 2 athletes in the field, tied on 4 points after 2 events. Up next is going to be Natalie Meeker from Durban, South Africa. She lives there, owns a gym there, competed at the African semifinals this year. Had done a competition 2 weeks ago in Italy. She had done the qualifiers for this competition, earned her way into this elite division, and is here taking on the challenges. She was second place on the kayak, second place on Kelly. She likes the long stuff. She also told me she likes the grunt work when it comes to lifting, the odd object stuff. And here we go. So potentially another opportunity for her to do something new, something cool, and something that she likes on day number 1.
My face off.
5 seconds. Natalie Meeker getting set to take on the log. 2 minutes of work is open. Power clean. And goes into that push jerk receiving position. We have not seen that yet.
Up, down.
Extremely efficient. Not sure why more people don't do this. I don't know a ton about lifting in general, but
Down. So,
based on what she said when it comes to enjoying lifting in an odd object type of environment, so far absolutely putting that on display. That's 4 reps. And at the 40-second mark, 5 good reps for Natalie Meeker.
easy to down.
6.
Easy to
6 reps as we approach the first minute. See how well she's able to duplicate that in the second.
down.
7 reps.
You match the leaders. You've got a minute left.
Plenty of time.
Down.
8 reps, so she is the new leader. There's 1 more competitor to go. Sapphire Goddard will be the last female athlete in the RX division. 40 seconds remain. That's 9 good reps for Meeker. 30 seconds. 10 reps.
Go. 22 minutes at least.
Final 20 seconds. Can she get 2 more reps? Let's see.
Down. Well done. Another one at least.
11. 10 seconds.
Come on.
3, 2, 1. 12 reps. Natalie Meeker. Phenomenal performance on the log. So she's guaranteed at worst a second place. She's been second on both of her first 2 workouts today. And if Sapphire's not able to get at least 12 reps, Natalie Meeker will be the overall leader after 1 day of competition here at Wild Out of the Loch 2024. Now, Sapphire Goddard was 3rd place in the kayak. After 55 minutes of work, she was only about 10 seconds behind Meeker. That gives away that point. She came back and battled Meeker early, and Kelly ended up pulling away and taking the win rather easily in that one. So she has that 3rd and 1st. She comes into this one with the tiebreaker on the event win. She's the current leader, but she just watched Meeker go for 12 reps. She knows that the next best score to beat is 7 reps, which was 2 women, Carly Bryden and Helen Kluwer. And let's see how Sapphire Goddard handles the log. A little bit struggle getting into that initial front rack position. Seeing that dip, but it's already coming forward. She does get her first rep though. Significant amount of energy expenditure, 15 seconds.
Right, let's go.
Let's see if she's able to be a little bit more efficient. Lean better in the second attempt here. That dip, it's just wanting to drop forward.
Perfect.
So she's on 1 rep here.
It's all about timing.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Come on, you've got it. You've done it.
40 seconds in.
Set. Well done, good clean. Snappy. That's it.
Goes to split jerk for her second rep.
More split jerks. Let's see them. Let's go. Lovely.
Man says he loves the split jerk. 1 minute to go. 2 good reps here.
Keep them coming.
And now 3 good reps. So she's currently tied with Renata Gattel. She's going to need a strong close to get to that number of 7. She's got 40 seconds. She needs 3 reps. She's definitely figured it out here as we go.
Let's go.
She's got the fitness for sure. Can she keep the technique dialed in?
Down. Let's Go!
2 reps away from that tie for second. No tiebreakers on this one, so 7 is as good as 8 in terms of her race for Meeker. And she wants to get 8. It seems like 15 seconds to go. That's rep number 7. She's gonna get a second either way. It's just a matter of if she's gonna plummet those other 2 girls down into third. So it's gonna be a 3-way tie for second. And Meeker will end up taking a 1-point lead over Goddard into the second day of competition. So Natalie Meeker, 12 reps. Harley Bryden, Helen Kluwer, Sapphire Goddard all on 7. And Renata Gattel on 3, Emily Johnson on 1, and the other 2 women unable to get a rep on this new implement for many of them. The lifting log, the Fear Leader, and the men's log is coming out to the stage. The weights are more, but that's not the really significant difference. It's the size of the implement. I don't know how clearly you can see how much more thick this log is than the one the women had to deal with, but it is substantial. The log itself weighs 50 kilos. And they're gonna have 15 kilos on either side, so it'll be 80 kilos total for the men. Chris Riddell is gonna be up first. There are 23 total men in the RX division here. Taking on event number 3.
5 minutes to go. We only get 5 minutes between.
Are we going to hold them for 5 minutes?
Just, we could just go. We just go. Thank you, sent the program. Yeah, so I'm left out. Right. He's winning it.
He's up third.
I mean, we could just go. I need to reset that time up. You want to just go? We could just go. We just start. The guy's ready, isn't he?
2-minute AMRAP with the 80 kilo log. How many reps can you get? Leon did this event as a demo earlier today. He got either 18 or 19, never did get confirmation on it. In the scaled and intermediate division, with less weight, some guys were getting 15 plus. And we just saw the women's RX 12, Natalie Meeker. 10 seconds. Chris Riddell, he has had 2 13th place finishes out of the 23-man field so far and sits 12th place overall. First athlete goes to the split jerk, gets 1 good rep out the gate.
Down. Well done.
Pretty good save there.
Big brain.
Down signal.
Drained you a bit.
2 reps.
Let's go. Nice. Down.
Better
Well
rep
done.
here on rep number 3 for Chris.
Just got it.
He says that's heavy. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. 80 kilos, but this format, it feels a lot heavier than that. Goes to the split again. 4 reps for Chris.
See if you pull your elbows in a bit, you'll be a wee
30
bit
seconds to
able
go.
explode.
4 reps down.
Go, bud. Let's see ya. Down.
5 reps, about 5 seconds, so that's going to be it for Chris. Not a bad start. 5 reps, no misses, one pretty impressive save. We'll have a 1-minute reset here. And Sam Brody will be our second lifter for the men's RX division. If you guys are just joining us, this is event 3 of the day for the RX men. 4-mile kayak this morning. Check Instagram to see a 5-minute little recap video of that. Out on the Loch or B.Friendly Fitness. This afternoon they took on a version of Kelly on Loch Field. Streamed the women's heat and the first heat of men. I tried to stream the second and third heats. I made a technical error and missed those. I feel terribly about it and I apologize. And the event 3, the lifting event for the day, to round out a pretty fun day of competition here despite the rain coming here towards the end of the day. Sam Brody, 6th on the kayak, 18th on Kelly, sits 11th overall. Looking to squeeze into that top 10 for tomorrow. First rep is good. Chris Riddell, the only athlete who's gone so far, managed 5 reps in his 2-minute window. Rep 2, good for Sam. Taking towards a minute, 10-second remaining. Bails out of that one at the 1-minute mark.
Don't go too fast, you've got loads of time. You only need 2 more reps. Come on, let's go.
Two good reps so far. 40 seconds remain. Sam Brody. 80 kilos on the log. There we go. That's 3. 5 is the score to beat. 30 seconds to go.
Let's go. Time for 2 more.
20 seconds. Gets the clean, but says no again.
Happy with 3.
He's happy with 3. He gets a score on the board, and that'll wrap up Sam Brody's first day of competition here on the Loch 2024. And Harry Hutchinson's up next, and he's opting for no shirt here. Small amount of chalk on the chest.
Harry, it's not heavy. Huh? It's not heavy.
Leon tells him it's not heavy.
Caps off, Harry. Let's go. Come on, Harry. 30 seconds.
We know it is heavy though. Harry Hutchinson, currently sitting 16th overall, 18th on the kayak, 11th on Kelly. Seeing if he can end his first day of competition here with some solid lifts. Chris Riddell, 5 reps is the score to beat, and 2-minute lifting window open for Harry Hutchison.
Yes, Harry.
Down.
First rep is good, about 10 seconds.
Down.
2 reps, good for Hutchison. Off to a strong start here. Obviously strength critical, but aerobic capacity, the ability to cycle multiple reps in this interval will also play a factor.
Brilliant. Doing really well.
3 reps down.
Down.
4 reps in the first minute.
For another minute. You're on track. Let's go.
1 minute mark. He has the log up for the 5th time. No misses yet.
Down.
And that's 5 good reps for Harry. Drawing a little blood on the shin. No big deal. 40 seconds remain.
Down.
6 good reps for Hutchison.
Time for 2. Let's go.
Just under 30 seconds to go.
Down.
That's 7 reps.
Let's go.
20 seconds remain. Hutchison looking real strong here with the log. Just trying to the early score to beat. Last 10 seconds. That's 8 reps.
Again. One more.
He's gonna try to hustle and get one in. And Harry Hutchison, 9 reps at the buzzer. Excellent execution for Hutchison from start to finish. And a bit of urgency there to finish things off.
Excellent.
9 reps, more than the first 2 men combined. Harry Hutchison. How good will it be? We got plenty of men to go, about 20 competitors remaining. But the early leader, Harry Hutchison, eyes went a little wild there at the end, right before the last rep. Just managed to squeeze it in. You cannot finish the rep after the buzzer. It must be done before the clock hits 0.
Cancel.
Kyle Barnes will be the next man up. Barnes has a 7th and a 15th. He currently sits in 10th overall. Trying to maintain that spot in that final heat for day 2 of competition. 2-minute window open for Kyle Barnes.
Let's go, Bonzi.
That's you, bud. Stabilise it. That's it. Oh. Alright, don't worry.
Tosses it behind him.
Trying to help you though. Let's go.
And if you do that, the rules brief this morning are you're responsible for getting it back onto the pad.
Take some big breaths. Come on.
30 seconds gone.
Get some reps on the board. Start again. Yeah, let's go. Come on, you need to shave that Tasha if you're going to get a rep. Let's go.
Kyle Barnes setting up for his 2nd attempt here.
Let's go, bud.
1 minute remaining.
That's your rep. Well done, trap it.
Gets into the front rack. Goes through the split. Gets the down signal, so Kyle Barnes gets a good rep on the board. He says, I really had to fight for that one. 45 seconds to go.
I think there's another one there, like, you got a rest.
Really impressed with the athlete's mentality, taking on some pretty unique challenges here on day 1 of competition.
Let's go, let's see it.
30 seconds to go for Kyle Barnes. He's got 1 good rep so far.
That's it, perfect.
Split jerk worked for him on the last one. Will we go back to it? He does. And it looked better than the last one. 2 good reps. 10 seconds to go, and I think he knows that that's going to be it. Take the 2, though. Something is better than nothing. 2 good reps. He says he thought he was going to get 1. He'll take 2. Benjamin Robeson will be up next. 45 seconds until he starts.
Go, Ben.
Robeson with a 19th and 17th so far.
Is that not us on? Just really tight. Aye, let's go. He's not shy of a fight.
20 seconds.
Let's go.
Got that
8
dog.
seconds, bud. Let's go, bud. Let's see this. 3, 2, 1.
Benjamin Robeson, 2-minute window is open and
Oh, Benny.
big power, almost muscle
Well done.
clean.
Excellent.
1 rep,
Nice, Benny.
fast rep there
Again.
for Robeson.
Down, better. Keep
2
doing
good
that.
reps in 15
Split
seconds.
dips for you. Let's go.
Clean is so easy.
Down.
I think he's got the Romaleo 2s on, some old school lifting shoes. That's 3 good reps in 30 seconds. 9 reps from Harry Hutchison is the mark to beat. He only had 4 guys go, including Ben. There should be 19 more.
Excellent.
4 reps.
Horse. Keep going at that pace, bud. You'll be a new leader. Keep going. Oh, snappy up. Right.
First bobble here for Robeson.
Coming forward, bud.
1 minute gone, 1 to go.
Don't rush it.
It's one of these events where you want to go fast, but really what you want is to not waste any energy. If you're going to go for it, you want to get it.
Down.
Much better there. 5 reps in for Robeson. 45 seconds remain.
Down.
Another good
Second
rep.
place.
6 reps. 30 seconds.
Let's cement the second now. Come on, let's go. Down. Well
That's
done.
7. He's got 15 seconds. Can he squeak out one more? Final 10 seconds for Ben Robeson.
Down. Well done.
And 8 reps for Robeson. So 1 rep behind Hutchison there for the lead, but a solid performance for Robeson. Mentioned that he had finishes of 19 and 17 on the longer events. Short event here, power, strength, and currently sitting second overall. A lot of men to go, but pretty solid performance there for Robeson to finish out his first day. Ash Dugan is going to be up next. 16th on the kayak, 20th on Kelly.
Shots are fine.
Like Robeson, be looking to close the day, potentially his best event of the day. 5 seconds, Ash Dugan. And his window for lifting is open. 2-minute AMRAP. Max log to overhead. 80 kilos on the bar, and press looked really good there. The press looks good, it's generally a good sign on this lift. Takes his time on the clean.
Down. Well done.
That's a second good rep at the 30-second mark.
Split the airfield by the sushi. Let's go.
Very strong there, stronger than the second rep. Alternating between that kind of push jerk and split jerk. The push jerks, frankly, have looked stronger for him. 3 reps in, 1 minute in. 3 rep puts him on par with Sam Brody. Next up would be Chris Riddle at 5.
Down.
There's a 4th good rep for Dugan.
No? Next split. Next split there.
45 seconds to go. Says his back's bothering him, so he's going to call it. 4 reps. 4, yes. 4 reps and save the back for a second day of competition.
Alex Luntani. Like to give up now.
Just wanted to check and make sure I was saying his name correctly there. Alex Lucani. He was the winner of the opening event today, 4 Mile Kayak. Again, you can go back on Instagram, Water on the Loch, or B.Friendly Fitness, and check that out. We had a quick interview with him at the end, as well as the female winner. He came back and won his heat in the Kelly event. Was good enough for 8th place overall on that. And was first in the 8th, puts him in 3rd on the leaderboard. Now, you were ahead of pace here, is what I've been told. So Alex was not quite ready to lift. They're gonna give him the grace because, he was adhering to this posted time, and he wants to make sure that he's warmed up, obviously, before taking on the lifting log. So we were a little bit ahead of pace. And we're going to back off here to get back on track to make sure that the guys coming up are in fact lifting at the time that they're scheduled to lift at. So it will be Alex Lucani next. We're just going to give him that 3 extra minutes, so the 2-minute interval and then the 1-minute rest, counting down. So we're about 2 minutes away from Alex Lucani taking on event number 3. And he is sitting in 3rd overall after 2 events. Day 1 here at Water on the Loch, 3 different fields of play. They've been running simultaneously all day, with athletes going off on the water for this 4-mile, 7-kilometer kayak every hour and 45 minutes, starting at 9 a.m. this morning in Scotland. On the main field, Loch field, has been Kelly, going off in 30-minute waves, 27-minute time cap, again starting at 9 a.m. and they're still going. And then we've had the lifting event here, same format, 2 minutes to lift, 1 minute to reset between athletes in all divisions, only the weights change, starting again at 9 a.m. So pretty cool to have 3 very different tests, very different fields of play, and all the athletes getting a chance to take on the exact same course on the kayak, same format on the logs here. And the only thing that's changed on Kelly is the wall ball for the men and the women. RX, intermediate, and scale divisions of that workout all had the same exact workout. 20 seconds. Wait, we're waiting another one. We're waiting. Okay. We're waiting another one. Looked like Alex was ready. Not sure. So I apologize for the delay here. Not sure how we got so far ahead of schedule there, but gonna get back on track here. So just a little opportunity to reset, whatever you gotta do. Alex will take advantage of it, get a little chalk on the log. Had a chance to mess around with these at the Rogue Invitational last year. They are definitely awkward. And as we've seen with several of the athletes, not necessarily the strength that's a limiter, but the technique, and a few of them really figuring it out as they go. Maybe no one more so than Sapphire Goddard. If you missed that one, it's worth going back to watch her 2-minute interval. She really struggled in the first minute and then settled into a very smooth rhythm, closed extremely impressively, and was good enough for a tie on second place to keep her within 1 point of Natalie Meeker as they continue to battle for the overall lead on the women's side of things. The men's side of things, we also have a tie at the top. Those two guys will be towards the end of the lifting, and right behind them is this man, Alex Lucani. Ten seconds.
He's got a minute rest after that.
A minute rest after that.
2 hours to rest and then
Okay, so now we're 1 minute until Lucani will go.
I'll probably try.
We've had 6 out of the 23 men lift so far. Harry Hutchison, 9 reps, is the leader. Ben Robeson, 8 reps, currently second. Chris Riddell, who was our first lifter, on 5. And then we have Ash Dugan on 4, Sam Brody on 3, and Kyle Barnes on 2. So no ties yet. Alex Lucani, 3rd overall on the leaderboard, winner of the kayak this morning. He's now 5 seconds away from his opportunity on the lifting log. 2-minute window open, and Lucani underway for his shot at event number 3. Dip. Pulling him forward and driving him down further than he wants. Really needs to lock in the core there.
Hold it and rack, right? Those get some breath.
30 seconds gone. He needs to reevaluate here. The Robeson, Lucani, who's looked great through the first 2 workouts. Both of the longer time domain.
That's it. Loads of energy left. Let's go.
Presented with a challenge here in the form of the log at the end of day number 1. 1 minute remains. 1 rep would be huge for Lucani.
Your head really far back, so it's in your centre of gravity. So when you explode, you get as much height as you can.
45 seconds.
That's it. Now elbows nice and high. 2 on your chest. That's it. Elbows higher. 2. It's too low on your chest. It's too low on your chest. Your head needs to be back higher. You need to extend your.
That's 20 seconds. Might have one more chance here to see if Lucani can get a lift on the board.
That's better.
And it's going to be a no for Lucani. So, bit of a roadblock here on the log.
Unlucky, man.
Start of the day with an event win, and end the day without any reps on the log. Tough go for Lucani here, but event wins always go a long way in competition, so he'll stay in the mix, fighting for a top 10 spot. Dean Walker's going to be the next athlete up. His last place on the paddle, the kayak, earlier today. 14th on Kelly. And 15 seconds until Dean Walker will get his chance on the log. And 2 minutes, max reps, ground to overhead with the log. 9 reps, Harry Hutchison is the mark to beat. 8 reps, Ben Robeson, currently the second best scorer. And a little bit of a drop down to 5 from Chris Riddell.
Go on, Dino.
Dean's got the bar up, the log up, excuse me.
Up, up.
And nearly going for a strict press there. He's going to hold on to it. Time under tension.
Let's go.
Now we're
Take
just
your time, lad. Take your time.
far in front. A reset.
A shallower, quicker dip.
Definitely think Dean has the capacity here to get at least 1 rep. 30 seconds gone. Needs to be a little bit more efficient in the pressing movement.
Let's go, Dean. Power up.
He's into the clean.
Come on, push it up. Up!
Massive fight, but does not get it to this full extension position. 1 minute remaining. A lot better than the first attempt. And as I mentioned earlier, some of these athletes are really learning on the go.
Double dip.
Feels like Dean's going to be one of those athletes. Attempt 2 looked a lot better than attempt 1. Can we get a successful lift here on attempt number 3?
Go on, mate. Come on. Different catches. Power up, let's go!
30 seconds remain.
The plans to be strong.
Go on, mate. Go
See if he
on,
gives it
let's
one more
go.
try. Go for the chocolate with 20 seconds.
Go on, mate. You need to finish it. See the fire. Let's
See
go.
if Dean can squeak out a rep here at the buzzer. 10 seconds. And he's got to finish it before the
Use the
zeros.
legs. Use the legs, Steve. Go
Big
on.
drive. And good rep at the end. Dean Walker.
On, mate.
Definitely was learning on the go there. Does get 1 good rep right at the end. That'll separate him from any zeros that we potentially see. And definitely better to end the day with 1 than 0 there. Cool to be able to execute that in competition, probably for the first time. Lorenzo De Pascal will be our next lifter. 30 seconds.
What's the time?
But listen to your down.
Lorenzo is at a 20th and 21st so far. Looking to turn the tide here with the lifting event. Very different than the first 2 events we've had today, which were very long, nearly an hour for the kayak, 27-minute time cap for Kelly. So now just a 2-minute AMRAP here. Lorenzo, first rep, looked pretty strong. Second rep looked even better, so 2 reps good there in about 20 seconds for Lorenzo.
Down.
Third good rep for De Pascal.
Yes!
4 reps, 45 seconds in. De Pascal is within touching distance of the leader so far.
Yes!
1 minute to go.
Down.
That's a 5th good rep for Lorenzo.
Stay on track.
So he's on
After set. Come on.
5, tied with Chris Riddell at this point. Ben Robeson in 8 would be next. Harry Hutchison in 9 is overall leader. Over half the division still to lift.
Down. Well just recovered. Well done.
Another good one. That's 6 reps good. 30 seconds remain.
Come on.
Let's go!
One more good rep here would go a long way.
Come on, let's see it. Make it count. Oh. All right.
– 10 seconds remain. He's not going to get any more reps. It looks like he's all right.
5, 4, 3.
So 6 reps for Lorenzo will put him into 3rd place.
Should have said. I should have said.
I think it was 6.
Maybe, I mean, you took it off. Let's see something. I don't want to give an extra rep.
Pretty sure that was 6 reps.
It was 6, you're right.
10 seconds till our next lifter, Aaron Ham. 2 minutes window opens for Aaron. Aaron was 3rd place on the kayak this morning. 10th place on Kelly. Sits 5th place overall. That press looks like it's going to be a challenge for him. Barely able to get it off the chest. 30 seconds in.
Take your time, bud, take your time. Get a good breath in. That's it.
Says he only wants
You want
one.
then take your time. Get as much rest as you can. Give yourself the best chance. Get it up to your rack and get it deep on your shoulders and then just bust up it.
1 minute to go for Aaron Ham.
Up to that, let's go. Head right back, elbows up, explode up. Oh, close.
Best attempt yet.
Just go a wee bit further back. A wee bit further back, right? Just to extend with your upper back.
Getting some coaching on the fly here. 30 seconds remain. He's probably got one good effort in him. He said he wants 1 rep. Can he get it?
Come on, you can get one, come on!
15 seconds for him. And does not look like it's going to happen. So Aaron Ham, well, he's going to give it one more go here. He's going to have to be very aggressive here. 2, 1, and no. Not going to happen for Ham. But I cannot fault him for the fight.
What a fight, though, eh? Well done.
So Aaron Ham will take a 0 there. And that means that the men who came in 3rd and 5th overall
Let's go.
were unable to get a lift, either one of them. So a lot of opportunity here. One of those men potentially with opportunity coming up next, Chris Moulin-Jones. He's been trending positively, 17th on the kayak, 9th on Kelly. He's showed to be a very good runner. Let's see what he's able to do with the lifting log here. And 2 minute window open for Chris.
Come on!
Up to the front rack.
Don't let it drop off your shoulders like that. Keep it on your shoulders. Go on, let's see it.
Iron down the clock. Jacqueline Dahlstrom's shirt on. Love that.
Go.
See her at the games in a couple weeks.
Keep it planted on these shoulders. Ready, let's go.
Similar to Ham, much better attempt on the second go than the first. Still not able to get it here, but not giving up on Chris. Definitely a fighter.
Let's go, bud. Try for that split again. That's the way.
And like Aaron, he's definitely going to want to get one rep on the board. Will he be able to do it? Dean Walker watching out in the background. He was in a similar situation and did end up getting one rep. As we said, then 1 rep can be huge. 45 seconds remain.
Keep your elbows high and your head back, I'll no roll after you. And then you can put all your force into pushing it up.
Ditches the hat.
Let's go, bud. Still got time.
80
Let's go.
kilos on the log. All these guys can clean and drink that. It's not a matter of that. It's just about the technique and familiarity. That guy said when we switched from the women's to the men's, that thing
Yeah, let's go.
is thick and awkward. Dip just loses it in front, so Chris, like a couple others before him, will take the 0. You get that? Our next 2 time slots are a scratch. They did not show. Ben Ropes and 8.
Ben Robson, he was going out with the ears.
Yeah.
He's good.
And then we should have 2. We have 2. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna skip 2 rotations here for 2 guys who did not show up today. And then we'll pick it up with Ross Brunner in about 5 minutes.
Easy clean. Aye, absolutely. All day long, man. Well done. Aye, you can do it. Oh, I wouldn't do it. You can do it. It's only for the men. It's only for the men. Yeah. It's just that. Oh my God. Just maintain. Back, elbows high.
While we have a break here, just have some guys practicing. They have been able to practice with the women's weight in the background, but the women's log, I should say. It's a lot different.
She gets attention.
Find a wee bit out. Thinking of anything.
I didn't get that. It's every race.
Just letting the clock run here for some no-shows. All the men, all the athletes throughout the day really were given a specific time for their workouts and for their attempt on the log. So in the interest of making sure that they are going at the time that they were expecting to go, we'll let these intervals run. And we'll be picking it up with Ross Brunner. When lifting resumes. Leon, are we 1 minute out? Yep. 1 minute rest here, and Ross Brunner will be our next lifter. Brunner had a 9th place on the kayak earlier today, 22nd on Kelly. A little up and down start for Brunner. Sitting 18th overall. 23 total men in this division. Harry Hutchison, 9 reps is the score to beat. Ben Robeson, 8 reps, second best we've seen. 9. Lorenzo De Pasquale is 3rd best so far with 6, and Chris Riddell with 5, who was our first lifter. 3 seconds. And Ross Brenner, event 3, set to get started. 80 kilos on the log. That looks different than what we've seen from most of the men so far. 2 reps. 3 for Brunner as we approach 30 seconds gone. 90 seconds remain. 4 good reps for Brunner. 40 seconds in. Pace for at least 10, I would say. 5. Commentating.
He's so happy. Like, see if he
That's 6 reps for Brunner.
Down.
7. 40 seconds remain. See if he can get 3 reps. 3 reps to put him on 10, which would put him in the lead. Still several men to go. That's rep number 8. 30 seconds to go.
One more to join the
Nice.
9 reps for Brunner. He matches Hutchison. 15 seconds. That's 10 reps for Ross Brunner. And Ross Brunner is going to be the new leader at 10 reps. Ross Brunner takes over the lead. 10 reps. Hutchison on 9. Robeson on 8. 11 men remain to lift. And Brunner, the first one into the double digits.
Minutes not enough. Second minute is
Got this. Come on, Penny.
25 seconds in the rest interval. Kenny Gray is going to be our next lifter. Kenny was 10th on the kayak, 12th on Kelly. He's 9th overall right now.
next job each time.
10 seconds.
You got it. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kenny Gray, 2-minute window is open.
Yes, Kenny!
Max log the shoulder. Looks to the judge, gets good down signal. Kenny Gray's been doing CrossFit for about 1 year.
Yes, Kenny!
Yes, Kenny!
It's 2 good reps for Kenny.
Again, mate. Same again. All day.
Distinct amount of intensity in the face here. You gotta have that on a, especially an event like this. Push stroke there. 3 reps.
Come on, you got this, Kenny. Come on.
40 seconds gone. 3 good reps for Kenny Gray.
Come on, Kenny.
Yes, Kenny.
Come on. Big drive.
Very explosive athlete there. That's 4.
Come on!
Come on. Come on. Yes, Kenny. Let's go.
Yes!
Nice.
At the 1 minute mark, that's 5 reps for Kenny Gray. Great pace here.
Come on, Kenny!
Kenny Gray, not one of the bigger athletes out here, but showing that you don't have to be big. You just need to be efficient with your movement. That's 6 reps for Kenny. 45 seconds remain.
Let's see it!
Let's go.
Yes!
Up.
Big dive, yes!
Nice, Kenny.
And at the 30-second mark, that's 7 reps for Gray.
Let's go.
Come on!
Come on, Kenny. Deep breath. Let's go.
4th best so far that we've seen. Looking to match Robeson here.
Got it. Let's go.
That is 8 reps. 15 seconds to go. Gonna pick up the pace here at the 10-second mark. And straight into it, that's 9. 5 seconds. Kenny Gray, 3, 2, oh man. Wow. Kenny Gray, hell of a battle, hell of a performance. Comes up 1 rep short of Gray, but 9 good reps. 1 rep short of Brunner, but 9 good reps. And that'll put him tied with Hutchison. Wow. Kenny Gray putting on a show there. 30 seconds in the rest interval here. Robert Bennett will be up next. Robert Bennett, 5th place on the kayak, 6th place on the Kelly, 4th place overall in the competition. So far, the men who've come in the top 5 have not gotten a single rep. We've had the 3rd place and 5th place overall finishers, or placements, and they have gotten 0 reps. Robert Bennett comes in 4th overall. Will he be able to maneuver the log well? 2-minute window open for Rob Bennett.
There was up.
Misses on the first attempt.
All you need to do is to drive up instead of forward, elbows higher. Head back a wee bit, elbows higher.
That's okay, it's so much back.
Up instead of forward.
Push, big push.
There we go. Rob Bennett much better on the second attempt. 1 good lift. That was a notable difference from the first to second attempt. 40 seconds gone. Bennett going for another attempt here. Try to get those elbows high. See, it's falling in front of him there, yeah. 1 minute gone. One good rep so far. Needs to lean back a little bit in that top position, keep those elbows high, otherwise that dip's gonna pull him forward. 40 seconds to go for Bennett. Currently on one, tied with Dean Walker. Another one would put him in a tie with Kyle Barnes. And you see that dip is pulling him forward once again. 20 seconds to go. He's probably got one opportunity here to try to get a second lift on the board. 10 seconds. Rob Bennett, final attempt to get another good lift here. Doesn't one. And one's going to be the number for Bennett. So, you know, as expected, we are seeing the guys who did great on the endurance events a little bit worse on the lifting events. And some of the guys who weren't as good going long, lifting really well. And then you see guys like Kenny Gray, who's had a 10th and a 12th and currently sits tied second on this. And suddenly, those points are looking pretty good at the end of one day of competition. Now, up next is the man who is a two-time defending champion here. Mike Leggett, eligible in the Masters division, but competes here in the RX and won it 2 years ago, won it last year, and he's tied for points, but currently in second on a tiebreaker. Bennett was second in the water on the 4-mile kayak, third on Kelly, and 10 seconds away from his final 2 minutes of work on day one for Water in the Loch 2024. Max ground to overhead with the lifting log.
Well done.
First rep, good for Leggett. Looking to just be kind of establishing his familiarity with the log here. Nice little jerk. Second rep, good for Leggett.
Excellent, right. Well done.
That's 3 good reps as we just past the 30-second mark.
You're on track.
Just getting familiar with Mike Leggett as an athlete, but he seems to be a master of pacing.
Straight up.
Clearly, it's a different type of pacing in 2 minutes compared to 52 minutes, but so far, 4 clean reps as we approach the 1 minute mark. 1 minute to go. That's 5 good reps for Leggett. Puts him on a tie with Chris Riddell. Next up is going to be Lorenzo De Pascal, who's on 6. And that is 6, good for him. No athletes are on 7. Ben Robeson did get 8. And our leaders, 10, 9, and 9 so far. 30 seconds to go. There's 7 good reps for Leggett.
Come on, 2 up. Let's go.
It's approaching 20 seconds remaining.
Come on.
Going for rep 8 here.
Right.
Oh, and no rep there. Ben Robeson watching on in the white hooded rain jacket there on the right side of the screen. This would be to tie Ben. And no, so Leggett kind of gasses out there on 7. Great start. Just burned out at the end. But currently is in 5th. 7 reps, not a bad performance, and considering the guys in 3rd, 4th, and 5th combined for only 1 rep on this, will go a long way in terms of pulling even further ahead from the rest of the field.
Start. He's got 20 seconds.
The next competitor up is going to be Matt Stark. He did compete in the 2 events earlier today, but we do not have eyes on him. So likely going to be, we'll let his time elapse.
I kind of jumped out.
I never want to go back.
Maybe your leg touched down stuff.
I can't get that. Like it.
No, you wouldn't head.
It looks like Matt Stark's going to be a no-show for this one. So we'll let his 2 minutes and then the 1 minute rest pass by. Joseph Thomas Greaves will be after that.
We're back in business. Just time. Here, strong, head out, push it, turn around.
That means we'll have 7 lifters remaining. The score to beat so far is still Ross Brunner, 10 good reps in his 2 minute interval, 9 reps apiece from Harry Hutchison and Kenny Gray, 8 reps from Benjamin Robeson, and 7 we just saw from Mike Leggett. Those are the top 5. Lorenzo De Pascal on 6, Chris Riddell on 5, Ash Dugan got 4, Sam Brody got 3. We had 2 from Kyle Barnes, 1 from Dean Walker, and 1 from Robert Bennett. A couple of zeros as well. A couple of those zeros coming from men who were in the top 5. So plenty of opportunity for some shuffling up. And our final lifter later on is going to be Stephen Turnbull. He was the guy on first on the tiebreaker relative to Leggett. Leggett, who just put up 7 reps, so we're going to have to wait a little bit to see how Turnbull does, but we got some serious competitors in the meantime. So Matt Stark's interval will elapse. Now we have a 1 minute rest, and Joseph Thomas Greaves will be up next. 11th on the kayak, 19th on Kelly, 17th overall. He was 4th place here last year, 1 point off of the podium. He told me he was in 16th place after day number 1 and climbed all the way back up to 4th. Just to give you an idea of the type of volatility that can occur on the leaderboard here, especially in the men's division on Wild on the Loch, where we clearly have a variety of tests, from long to short, strong, odd objects. They don't know the workouts that are on tap for tomorrow. But they will have another full day of competition. 10 seconds to go. Joe Thomas Greaves taking his crack at 2 minutes, max log to overhead here underneath the Red Bull tent at Luss Field in Loch Lomond, Scotland.
Your hand is middle on that handle. That's all that is. Hand in the middle of the handle.
Keep it pointed down. Keep it pointed down. Elbows really high. Head right back.
Into the front rack. And there we go, Joe. Nice rep there. As we've seen with a couple other guys, that difference between the first and second attempt can be quite substantial. There goes Joe again. 2 good reps, 40 seconds gone, 1 minute 20 remain. You guys heard the run through. There's athletes at every rep range, so every rep is a point, at least 1 spot on the leaderboard. 6 lifters still to go. Could be much more than that. Goes to a pretty deep split jerk. 3 good reps for Joe Thomas Greaves as we pass by the 1 minute mark. 3 reps to put him on par with Sam Brody. Next up would be Ash Dugan on 4 reps. Ash Dugan was looking pretty good, but he decided to call it early as his back was flaring up on him a bit. Steps onto the bed, saves it, and a little ode to Branislav Lenkovic there. 30 seconds remain. That's 4 good reps for Joe.
One more.
And he says he's going to be good with 4.
Come on, get an iron in. Come on, man.
Joe Thomas Greaves happy with 4. So it's just like Ash Dugan. And good adaptation there on the fly. And he'll make way for Josh McDonald, who will be our next lifter.
Oh, Joshua.
6 more.
Yeah, just looking at the top score so far.
Top scores so far, 10 reps. Ross Brunner, 9 reps. Hutchison and Kenny Gray. Josh McDonald will be up in 30 seconds. McDonald has gone 8th and 5th so far. He's 6th overall on the leaderboard. And the 3 men ahead of him have really struggled with this implement. So big opportunity here for McDonald. If he's able to navigate this log to overhead, even for a couple of reps.
Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. Hey, come on, Josh.
2-minute window open for Josh McDonald.
Come on, Josh. It was high.
Easy.
Very fast underneath the log there. You'd love to see that. 1 good rep for Josh McDonald right away.
Much better. Yeah, was that?
Fast in the clean as well. McDonald 2 reps in. We approach 30 seconds gone. 90 seconds remain.
Nice job.
That's 3 reps in 40 seconds for McDonald. That'll put him on par with Brody. Now he's 1 rep behind Dugan and Thomas Greaves. There is that 4th rep as the 1 minute mark passes by. So 4 reps in the first minute for McDonald. And 5 reps from McDonald. So that'll match Chris Riddell, who was our first lifter a while ago now. About an hour ago. Lorenzo De Pascal is on 6. That's who he's tracking down next. We're just under 30 seconds remain. Deep receiving position does stabilize. That's 6 good reps for McDonald. He's probably only got 1 more rep in him. It's a matter of execution here. 10 seconds to go. Can he get the 7th rep? Unable to get it. So Josh McDonald will settle for 6. That'll put him on a tie with Lorenzo De Pascal. 1 rep behind Leggett, 2 reps behind Robeson. We should have another rest interval here. Our final athlete who did not show up today.
This one.
So we'll have a 3-minute rest here, and then our final 5 men will take the platform.
Imagine my day like that.
We're just waiting his time.
Yeah, and that'll be the last one of those. Then we'll have 5 straight sets.
Everybody's here.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think we got some good lifters coming up at the end.
I think so, because that's how the score. Is that how it works? The order.
I'm just looking at them warm up.
Aye.
Mark Franklin looks real efficient over there.
Aye, I've seen a couple of them like.
Grant
And
Nielsen.
they looked at me like.
Dan Ty,
Oh,
explosive athlete.
exciting, like.
Turnbull's the one I'm most curious about.
Yeah,
That's Stephen Turnbull.
Because these other 4 guys that remain, I think they're all pretty strong. Nielsen, Franklin, Ty, and Williams Holden.
Oh, look, that's not there anyway.
in a sense, it's kind of like, I think, it's damage control for Stephen, but he's decent. They'll be alright. They'll be alright. You may like, say I put him for 6 or 7.
That was really impressive from Kenny.
From who?
Kenny Gray.
Yeah, it was good. Lovely jet position. Really nice. Really nice overhead position. I think the two most impressive things to do on this has been, I mean, what's her name? Natalie Mika's overhead position was so strong, those 12 reps, and then Sapphire adapted because it looked like she wasn't going to do well at all. And then to adapt, to be able to battle at this point, it was really good to see. You can see that's a good athlete that can adapt. And then the race for the RS girls, Renata and Carly was really fun. That's been a highlight. I think what else is really good. And then just Stephen's performance on that event too was phenomenal. That was sub 20 was really good.
Yeah.
You know, only person to go sub 20 in a day.
Yeah. So 20 seconds to go here in the interval for the athlete that was not a no-show. He's actually here. He's just injured. And then we'll have a 1-minute reset before the final 5 lifters of the day. Grant Nielsen will be first amongst them. And Mark Franklin, Dan Ty, Carlos Williams Holden, and Stephen Turnbull will close out the day. Turnbull is in the lead on a tiebreak over Leggett at this point. He lost this competition by a few points to Leggett last year. Leggett was first, Turnbull was second. But he's definitely here to try to claim that top spot. "30 seconds. Grant Nielsen's going to be our next lifter. Grant Nielsen, 14th on the kayak, 2nd place on Kelly. A great performance there. 7th overall. And most of the men ahead of him, McDonald had a decent performance. Leggett had a good performance. The rest of them are definitely capable of being overtaken here. 5 seconds. Grant Nielsen getting set for his 2-minute effort, the 80 kilos, log to overhead. AMRAP in 2 minutes. Nearly a strict press. Nearly a strict press there. Now he goes to a jerk. 2 reps there. 20 seconds in. Solid start for Nielsen. Goes back to almost the strict press. Alternating between a strictest push press and that jerk. Let's see what he goes for in rep 4. 40 seconds gone.
Yes.
And 4 reps.
Keep your pace.
Push press again.
Come on. Let's go. Push. Up.
That's 5 reps for Nielsen.
And again.
1 minute in.
And again.
6 reps. 10 reps from Ross Brunner is the score to beat. We have 2 guys on 9, 1 guy on 8.
Let's go.
And with 45 seconds remaining, Nielsen already with 7. So he's tied with Mike Leggett at this point. Leggett kind of fizzled out towards the end. That's 8 reps, 30 seconds to go. He's now on par with Ben Robeson. 9 reps for Nielsen, so that'll put him in a tie with Hutchison and Gray. 20 seconds to go. That's rep number 10. So he's now tied with Ross Brunner, and 1 more rep would give him the overall lead. Last 10 seconds. He gets the down signal. 11 reps for Grant Nielsen, the new leader in the men's RX division here in event 3. So Nielsen came in 7th place overall. He's obviously beaten all the guys ahead of him. He's beaten many of them by several positions. So Grant Nielsen, more or less putting himself in the podium fight with that performance as we head into day number 2. And he's gone from 14th to 2nd to leading the competition here with 4 lifters remaining. 30 seconds from now, we're gonna have Mark Franklin. Mark Franklin should be up next. And here he comes in the JST Compete shirt. Franklin has looked amazing in the warm-up area. He was my kind of a pick to win it based on what I was watching over there. He also comes in 8th place overall. He's had a very similar performance to Nielsen. He was 1 spot behind him on the kayak, took 15. 2 spots behind him on Kelly, where he took 4th, and he sits 8th overall. And Mark Franklin is underway for 2 minutes of shoulder to overhead. He goes to a split jerk there right off the bat. So 1 rep quickly done for Franklin. Goes to the split again and actually looked a little stronger in that one than the first one. So 2 reps in the first 20 seconds for Mark Franklin. 3 reps, 30 seconds in.
Nice.
4 reps there for Franklin as we tick by the 40-second mark. Take a little bit of a breather here. That's 5 reps for Franklin. 1 minute gone, 1 minute to go. 5 good reps already. A little loose in the front rack, but he does get that 6th rep. So he's tied with Lorenzo De Pascal here. Coming up on Mike Leggett. That is 7. That looks like a great rep. 7 reps, 40 seconds remain. He's in the fight here. And that's 8 reps for Franklin. So now he's on par with Robeson. Big rep here as there's 2 men on 9. 25 seconds to go. And that is 9 reps for Franklin. So he's now tied with Hutchison and Gray. Next up would be Ross Brunner at 10. 15 seconds remain. And there is 10 reps. And now he's only 1 rep off of Nielsen. A little bit of urgency here at the end. And he gets the 11th rep with 3 seconds to go. So back-to-back 11 rep performances. Nielsen and Franklin. Wow. And I said they've had a pretty similar day one. And that obviously continues here as they're tied for 11 reps and tied for the overall lead with 3 lifters remaining. Dan Ty with the CrossFit Mayhem Rich Froning shorts on and a Rosie Joe Meals shirt. Friends of mine from back in the States being represented here by Dan Ty. 30 seconds until his lifting. Dan Ty, known for his weightlifting, especially 1 rep maxes, has not had the start to the competition he would have wanted. He's been 12th and 16th. He's 14th overall. And last opportunity on day 1 here. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And Dan Ty's event number 3, 2-minute AMRAP log to overhead is underway, and you see the power there. That's a rep in about 6 seconds and a faster transition that we see from both. 2 reps in less than 10 seconds. 3 reps for Ty. Staying nice and close to the log. That's 4 reps for Dan Ty. And not taking any time at all. He told me earlier this is a lightweight. He wishes it was heavier. 5 reps at the 30-second mark. Franklin and Turnbull laughing in the background. 6 reps. 40 seconds gone. 7 reps down. It's already matched Leggett.
Yes, come on.
That's rep number 8 for Ty. So he's matched Ben Robeson. That's 9 reps. We still have not even hit 1 minute. He's now tied Hutchison and Gray. That's 10 reps in a minute for Dan Ty, so he's now matched Russ Brunner. This rep would put him on par with Nielsen and Franklin's strict press for rep number 11. The next rep is for the overall lead. And Dan Ty, with 45 seconds to go, has got 12 reps. How many does he want to get here? There are still 2 more lifters. That's 13. 40 seconds remain. Now he's trying to track down Leon's score from this morning. 14 reps in, 30 seconds to go.
Come on.
15 reps. Dan Ty showing no sign of stopping here. That's 16 reps, final 20 seconds.
Come on!
Only thing that can slow him down is the log bouncing off the pad there.
Come on, Dan.
With 10 seconds to go, that's rep number 17. And he's gonna go for one more. Dan Ty, 18 reps on the log to overhead. A beast of a performance. That's gonna take the win, I'm calling it. I don't see Carlos Williams or Stephen Turnbull taking that down. They're giving him a fist bump and almost laughing it off. 18 reps for Dan Ty. Now Leon is a strongman here in Scotland. He did either 18 or 19 reps this morning. Kyle Russell going over and telling him a hell of a performance there. Maybe giving him a hard time about not getting to 20, but my goodness. Dan Ty, 18 reps. And in a league of his own so far on the log lift to overhead here for the men's RX division.
11 to beat.
19 to 1. Honestly.
Our next lifter is going to be Carlos Williams Holden. 22nd on the kayak, 7th on Kelly, 15th overall. And let's see what he's got. 2-minute AMRAP, log to overhead. And Carlos Williams Holden, a very fast opening rep.
Down. Oh, down.
2 reps there.
Down.
3 good reps. 1 great beard. 4 reps for Carlos.
Down.
5 reps in.
That pace one, let's go.
30-second mark.
Down.
6 reps. Rep number 7. Minute 15 remains. Matched Mike Leggett there.
Down.
8 reps. Now on par with Robeson. Approaching the 1-minute mark. That's 9 reps. That'll match Hutchison and Gray. Still 4 men ahead of him. 50 seconds to go. Rep number 10, that'll match Ross Brunner. Now, Nielsen and Franklin are both on 11. And Williams Holden will tie them with 30 seconds to go, so 1 rep here would put him into 2nd place. Don't think he's gonna catch Ty, but this is a huge rep here for Carlos Williams Holden. He gets that 12th rep, so he'll be the solo 2nd place at this point. There is 1 more lifter behind him. Is he gonna go for 1 more? It looks like it. Carlos, likely his last lift here. 10 seconds remain. 13 reps good and only 5 seconds left. He's gonna fight for it. We know he can get that fast position. 2, 1, time. Not a good rep, but a great performance. 13 reps, 2nd place overall. So the last 4 guys who have gone here are the top 4. Dan Ty on 18, Carlos Williams Holden 13, Mark Franklin and Grant Nielsen on 11, and Ross Brunner is still sitting 5th overall with 10 reps. The last four guys all beat you. 11, 11, 18 for Dan Ty, and 12.
18.
This like 15 minutes is probably worth going back and watching. All right, final lifter of the day, Stephen Turnbull. He's the overall leader on a tie. He was 4th on the kayak, 1st on Kelly. That 1st place finish will give him the tie over Leggett. Mike Leggett had 7 reps. Leggett won this competition the last 2 years. Turnbull, in his first year here, was 2nd place last year. And 5 seconds until we have the final 2 minutes of work for the entire day of competition here at Watt on the Loch 2024. Turnbull goes to the split and gets a good rep out the gate. Another good rep here for Stephen Turnbull, so 2 reps in 15 seconds.
Nice, Stephen. Really
3 good reps for Stephen. Nice cadence here. Approaching the 30-second mark.
nice pause.
There's 4. Good discipline in the front rack. 40 seconds gone, a minute 20 to go. 4 reps in the bank for Turnbull already. That's rep number 5. Gonna match Chris Riddell. McDonald and DePascal will be next at 6. 6 good reps in the first minute for Turnbull. Nice solid start here. Now Mike Leggett, the man he was tied with on points, did get 7 reps. This next rep would tie him with Leggett in this event. And Leggett locks it out, so he's now on 7. Going for rep 8. This would put him in a tie with Ben Ropes, and 30 seconds remain for Turnbull. And he gets the 8th rep there.
Come on.
Keep going.
Two more on you, Stephen.
There's 9. Can he get to 10 and match Brunner? 10 seconds to go. That's 10 reps. And 10 reps to put him in a tie for 5th on this event. And that's a great performance for Stephen Turnbull. And Stephen Turnbull will be the overall leader heading into day 2. They'll have a 4th, a 1st, and a tie for 5th on 10 total points. The rest of the leaderboard is going to be massively shaken up here. But that'll put a wrap on day number 1, Watt on the Loch 2024. Epic day of competition. 4-mile kayak. 5 rounds of Kelly. And then a lifting log to close it out. Appreciate you guys being with us. My apologies for missing those 2 heats in Kelly. That will not happen again. But I do appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys being with us. Hopefully you've enjoyed the coverage. We'll be back tomorrow for the second half of the competition here for Watt on the Loch 2024 from Loch Lomond in Luss, Scotland.
Somebody want to run over to Jess? I know what to Jess.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you going to help him or?
No.